Now, they told you MAGA was dangerous, that we are the problem, and that Trump supporters were violent. But not even 24 hours after Jasmine Crockett said that on camera, an anti-ICE protester pulled a gun and fired on federal agents. Let's see.
The violence doesn't come from Democrats, just to be clear. I mean, obviously anyone can be a criminal, but it is MAGA. It's specifically MAGA faction. Like, I don't think traditional Republicans are getting engaged in all of this, but like, even when we look at, and they don't talk about the assassination attempts anymore that took place with Donald Trump, but these were Trump supporters, right? As well as this most recent situation, they tried to flip it and say, oh, the leftists, or I'm like, this doesn't even make sense, right? But it's only like MAGA that does this. The violence does.
The level of delusion. That's not just wrong, it's psychotic, because while Crockett was pushing that lie, the real violence was already in motion. She blames us for everything. Meanwhile, Assad is pulling triggers and blaming the wind. Watch what happens hours later.
That report, and take a look at this video right here. It appears a protester fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon. It was a really chaotic scene at the time. A lot of smoke was being launched at the protesters, and again, it appears a protester fired back with that weapon. It looks like he fired at least a couple of times. We have not heard about any agents being hurt. That report.
All right, for YouTube's sake, it's being reported that it's not an actual gun. It's some form of a gun, but it not as lethal. At least that's what they were insinuating. You're watching an anti-ICE protest open fire on federal agents nonetheless. Now, that's not speculation. That's not clickbait. That's not Twitter hysteria. That's reality. Caught in 4K. But the same people who scream about MAGA threats every day, I'm sure they're going to go silent. Watch. I bet we won't hear a peep from Crockett. Not a press conference from Gavin Newsom. Watch, it's going to be crickets and cover-ups. And if you still think that's as bad as it gets, just wait until you see what those agents are really dealing with.
Protesters who have showed up to vehemently protest what's going on here. And just in the last few minutes, Customs and Border Patrol helicopter has entered the scene here. They are landing in the middle of the farm as we speak. It does appear that they were not planning to be here as long as they have been. And so this helicopter that you're looking at here, guys, apparently just made a run over to Van Nuys Airport for some cases of water, which is what they're bringing into the scene here. So there are a whole team of ICE agents at the farm. There are other agents down there as well as the National Guard police standing guard and protecting Laguna Road as this enforcement action takes place right here, going into hour number 4 this afternoon. Again, a major situation transpiring here in Camarillo, and it does not appear that they were intending to stay this long. Protesters who have showed up to
Wow. ICE helicopter drops off water mid-raid. Now, these agents are fighting for survival. They weren't even supposed to be there that long, as you heard, but the raid got so intense they had to get a helicopter to get some water. Let me break that down. No reinforcements, no gear, water, because the conditions got that hostile. I said no, I meant to say not. Not reinforcements, not gear. Water. Because the conditions got that hostile and intense, as I just said. And Democrats want to talk about compassion. Please, they're creating war zones and calling it justice. And when their allies cross the line, they don't apologize. They lie for them.
You're going to see that with LaMonica MacGyver in New Jersey, my colleague, who has already been indicted by the Trump administration for going to an ICE facility. Her not guilty verdict can't come fast enough, and as soon as it goes to trial, I predict that's what's going to happen. You're going to see that with
Rep. LaMonica MacGyver assaulted a federal agent. Huh, Jasmine Crockett? That's a felony. But Swallwell goes on national TV and says she was arrested for going to a facility. I'm telling y'all, this isn't ignorance. This is deliberate. Can't tell me nothing different. They protect their own no matter what they did. If it were a Republican who hit an agent, the media would be asking for public executions. Tell me different. Convince me otherwise. But what if that hate went even deeper? What if that hate reached a hospital bed?
I just thought of a way to combine my MAGA hating and my work in the ER. MAGA supporters are like people who hold on to fireworks too long. You love it until it hurts you. Kind of like, how you love it until you can't retire until the age of 70. So see it in the ER, folks, when your fingers get blown off. Oh, have a good day.
Can't wait to see the update on this, and I will be here to bring it. But this nurse just says she can't wait to treat Trump supporters in the ER when their fingers get blown off. Think about that. You show up bleeding, and she's laughing. That's where we are now. Politics over patience, hatred over humanity. And Jasmine called us the threat? But while all this anti-Trump poison spreads online, look who showed up armed at Trump's front door. Y'all, listen to this. But we are the dangerous ones, according to Jasmine Crockett.
State officers arrested an Orlando woman outside President Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago. According to the arrest report, Palm Beach police say Carolyn Shaw drove to the gate saying she had an urgent message for the president. Investigators say the officers found weapons inside the car. Right now, she's charged with driving with a suspended license.
That's it? That's all they got her for? Look, she showed up to Mar-a-Lago with an urgent message for Trump and weapons in the car, but the media dead silent. I'm just now hearing about this today. No panels, no protests, no outrage. Because when they do it, it's just a big misunderstanding. But if we do it, of course, it's what? Domestic terrorism. We can do nothing in this domestic terrorism. And speaking of actual threats, they got swept under the rug.
Fox News alert, we're learning tonight 6 Secret Service agents that were connected to Trump's Butler assassination attempt have been suspended. This comes just days shy of the shooting's anniversary. The identities of the agents suspended are unknown, but sources say their roles range from supervisory positions to line-level agents. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you any updates as they come.
This makes absolutely no sense. 6 Secret Service agents just got suspended 1 year after the attempt on Trump's life. Let that sit. Let that sink in. The president of the United States was grazed by a bullet, thankfully so. But a man died, and 6 agents connected to that day just got quietly removed. But Crockett still says it's MAGA doing the damage. Listen, we've been patient. We've been quiet. We've been called every name in the book. But today, we're just going to call it what it is. Now, this is all of these topics, as you can see, are being meshed together to prove the point. Now, y'all know what took place in Texas. This is compassion when you have to have somebody, a grown man, have to talk to other grown adults like this?
When it comes to children, it doesn't matter who their parents voted for. What matters is that they are children. At the fact that they deserve to be safe. The fact that they deserve to be rescued. The fact that they are going through a natural disaster. The fact that you turn this into politics is bullshit. And I'm telling you this right fucking now. If any of you are following me on this goddamn app and agree with these sons of bitches that want to turn it into political stances, into racial stances, fuck you. Because children are the most precious thing on this fucking planet. The kids are off and will be forever off limits. Now say your prayers.
Listen, man. These Democrats are something different. They point the finger while pulling triggers. They lie with smiles and legislate in silence. They weaponize the media, of course, in their favor, manipulate the truth and gaslight the public on a regular basis while our law enforcement gets shot at and our president nearly gets killed. MAGA isn't a threat. The cover-up is. Same thing. If you're done at the gaslighting and the silence and lies, I want y'all to comment below. Make sure y'all share this video. And never, ever bow your head to people who spit in your face while calling their unity. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.